I did a poll on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago asking common questions that influencers and content creators have. A lot of questions kept coming back, and one of the most common questions is how to get brand collaborations, how to get brands to pay you to do work, how to get PR, how to just build relationships with brands. There are many ways to go about it, but it's either two things. It's either the brand reaches out to you or you reach out to the brand. So if the brand is reaching out to you, of course, that means there's something on your page or there's something about you that they've come across that they really like, and they feel like this person is worthy enough to sell our products, or is worthy enough for us to give our products to talk about it to their audience. It might actually not be you they like, it might be your audience they like, it might be your pictures they like, it might be the videos they like, and it might just be your overall personality and vibe, which is what a lot of brands are tilting towards right now. So I'm going to tell you something. Two things are the most important before a brand drops their dollars. I mean, of course, a brand that knows what they are doing, before they drop their dollars to, for you to work for them. Two things. Number one, your personality, your vibe. What kind of personality do they get when they come to your page? So this is why it's important for you to speak in your stories, have highlights where you're talking, or to make videos where you're talking, because that is how they can get a view of your personality. So what's your personality like? Can your personality sell a lipstick? Can your personality make people, interested in a bag, for example? So your personality is very important, and a lot of brands right now are driving towards people with bubbly personality. I'm not saying if you're a calm or shy person you have to absolutely change who you are, just so that brands can reach out, but try to be friendly, okay? Have a friendly vibe. It's absolutely important in today's world in being a successful content creator or influencer. Now, the second thing brands look out for is your audience. Can your audience buy into what I am selling? For example, you're an influencer in the United States and they check your analytics. By the way, brands can see your analytics at the back end. Most of the time it's agencies that have the software that shows them what your analytics look like in the back end. However, some brands also do. So what is your audience like? For example, you live in the United States and this brand in the United States wants to work with you. Yes, you live in the United States, but where is the majority of your audience from? So if majority of your audience is from, let's say, Ghana, for example, maybe you have 70% of Ghanaian following and you probably have just 5% of US. The brand might not want to work with you because they believe that your Ghanaian audience is of no value to them. Even though that might not be true, even though I have seen influencers that live, that have big audiences in other places sell out a product because their audience is really interested in it and they will order it from miles away just so they can support that influencer. A lot of brands or agencies look out for where your audience is from. Is absolutely important. In fact, I've seen brands, tell me, oh, we only work with influencers that have at least 50%, audience in whatever country that is their focus. So you need to work on that. If you're an influencer that maybe you just recently moved like I did, and majority of your followers are still in the past country that you lived in, it will take a while to reconcile that following, but just keep at it. It's not impossible, but it will take a while. Now let's talk about you reaching out to the brand. So what do you have to do before you reach out to a brand to get a favorable response? Now, these things I'm about to tell you are not set in stone, because the brand can still wake up and say, we don't like her, but at least you know that you did your homework and you know that the problem is not from you. Maybe the brand is just not interested at that point in time, or at least it's just something out of your control. So number one is that you should study the kind of content or the kind of influencers that brand works with. For example, you want to market for a skincare brand, for example, go to their page. What kind of skincare content do they share? What kind of skincare influencers do they work with? Do they do a lot of edited pictures, which you shouldn't be doing if you're a skincare brand, by the way, but I digress. So what kind of content do they share? Do they share a lot of home style, get ready with me kind of content? Do they share a lot of routine content, like, oh, here's my morning routine using X products, or here's my night routine using X products? What kind of content do they share? So study the kind of content they share and share something similar. I mean, you don't have to copy verbatim. Sis, have some creativity, but share something similar, create something similar on your page. If possible, buy a product from that brand. Yes, you have to invest, you have to spend money to make money. Sad reality, but it's the truth. So get a product that from them, or get something similar that, you know, does the same thing, and then create that content, post it, tag them, use hashtags that the brand is using or the brand is following. How do you get those hashtags? If you go to the brand's page, on their following tab, you know, the followers and the following, once you click on it, you can see all the hashtags that that brand is following. So use some of those hashtags in your post and tag the brand. So make sure you market that post, like share it, let people share it, let people comment, you know, all of that good stuff. Try to, you know, maximize the engagement on that post as much as possible. Now it's time to pitch the brand. You're going to try to find out the email. It's always best to find out the email of the person, you know, in charge of partnerships at that brand's, you know, company or that agency. Try as much as possible to find and address them by their first name. Okay, now we're going to discuss emails in another post, but send them a pitch, send them an email, you know, telling them, hi, my name is this, introduce yourself, what you do, and show them, oh, I've used your product in the past and here's what my audience thinks about your product. Let's work. I would love to work with you or discuss with you on a possible collaboration or a possible partnership, and leave, you know, contact details, leave links to your Instagram, YouTube, whatever platform you share content on, leave links to them, and, you know, fingers crossed, send the pitch. Research shows that most pitches do well when you send them in the middle of the week. Don't send them in the beginning, people are just coming back from the weekend. Don't send it on Friday, people want to dash out of the office because TGIF. So share them Wednesday or Thursday. Those are like the best times for, you know, collaboration emails. And at this point, fingers crossed, do follow up, you know, about a week after. If you don't reply, do a follow up about 2 weeks after. I mean, try to follow up at least 3 times before you give up. If they don't reply you, they probably, maybe your email went to spam, maybe they are just not feeling your vibe, which, no hard feelings, by the way. A lot of brands know what they are looking out for before they decide to work with an influencer. So maybe they don't have the budget, maybe they are keeping you on record for the next quarter, you never know. But try to pitch, you know, pitch as many times as possible. As an influencer, if you wait for when the brands come, sis, you ain't gonna eat. I mean, except of course you have another work. If you have a 9-to-5, good on you. If you have a business, good on you. But if your main income is influencer marketing, you definitely have to pitch. So pitch as much as possible. How do you find brands to pitch? Pitch brands you already love, brands you use in your house. You know, if you use, I don't want to call any brands name in this video because I don't pay for this video, but pitch as many brands as you can. There is so much to cover when it comes to brand collaborations and working with brands, but this just gives you an overview or a snippet on, you know, what you need to do. Let's assume you have absolutely no idea on how to go about collaborating with brands. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things. Please make sure to share this video with a content creator or influencer friend of yours. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know other questions about content creation, working with brands, influencer marketing, and all that. Even if you are a brand and you want to work with influencers, leave your questions in the comment section below and I will definitely answer them in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.